Fullerton Tower, information Papa 1847 Zulu, wind 270 at 4, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32, dew point 13, altimeter 2988, VOR Alpha approaching use, arriving and departing runway 24.
I was thinking, how is he hearing that?
Runway 24 approach lights out of
I was going through everything first.
Advise on initial contact, you have information Papa. Fullerton Tower, information Papa 1847 Zulu, wind 270 at 4, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32, dew point 13, altimeter 2988, VOR Alpha approaching use, arriving and departing runway 24. NOTAMs, runway 24 approach lights out of service. Advise on initial contact, you have information Papa.
Papu.
Fullerton Tower, information Papa 1847 Zulu, wind 270 at 4, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32, dew point 13, altimeter 2988, VOR Alpha approaching use, arriving and departing runway 24. NOTAMs, runway 24 approach lights out of service. Advise on initial contact, you have information Papa. Fullerton Tower, information Papa.
Boom.
That's the 1 Mike Lima, say taxi request. That's the 1 Lima, correction 1 Mike Lima, taxi to transient parking via Foxtrot Alpha.
1 Mike Lima. Getting hot out there, James.
Sure. Fullerton Ground Series 747 Sierra Delta, over at the Northwest Hangars with information Papa. I'd like to get flight following to Hemet.
Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, Fullerton Ground on departure, turn left, heading 120. Departure frequency 125.35, squawk 4666.
Okay, Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, on departure, left turn 120, departure frequency 125.35, squawk 4666.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, read back correct, runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 24 via Bravo 7 Sierra Delta.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, I missed if you had the ATIS, verify you have information Papa.
7 Sierra Delta does have information Papa.
Roger.
We have information, Papa, sir.
Papa. I did tell him, didn't I?
I believe so.
Said Northwest Hangars with Papa.
I believe so.
It's
very like you to have said that.
Never know.
Clear, right?
All right.
Jimmy, how are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic, mate. Lake Havasu called.
Yeah.
They said the place isn't the same without you.
Yeah.
I said, give the guy a break. He was just there.
And work called and said, nope.
I said, well, guess what? Dallas called too. What are you going to do about it now?
Can I load Bluetooth into this? I don't remember.
I believe so, yes.
Really?
The G650?
Live stream.
Yeah, there's Bluetooth. iPad, that's you?
No, that's my buddy.
Okay. We'll do a try it in the run-up.
Yeah.
Bluetooth. This engine sounds, feels, and looks good. Very healthy engine.
Yeah.
Did you ever do an overfly the field entry to a non-towered airport?
Not in this point, no.
Okay. But you've done it in your
Yes.
life. Did you do that teardrop or did you join the downwind?
Not like that, no.
Got it.
I'll just say I've done probably a little bit more unethical entries.
Unethical entries, which shall be
Averted.
left unnamed.
260 at 6.
Yes.
Unethical. There we go. Solid.
Okay. Your door's, or my door's good, your door's okay. Cap's handle is removed. There. Seatbelts, you got your seatbelts.
Yep.
Air conditioning as desired. Fuel quantity, we're full, we're good. Fuel pump is on. Mixture as required right now. Flaps will go 50. Transponder is set. Autopilot, we'll hit heading. And she's working and I can fight it. Connect. Okay, navigations, radios, GPS. So, we'll get back to this. I'll go ahead and,
Skyhawk 53 Sierra, say taxi request.
2535
back
is
for takeoff to
departure.
Corona, sir.
Go ahead
Back
and lower
53
that a
Sierra,
little
turn
bit.
right off the runway. Runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
We can start plugging in some stuff for Emmett on our second radio. Is that okay, or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's a great way to stay ahead of the airplane. Now here's something that, just to keep things separated,
Sure.
any ground stuff, ATIS or ground, radio number 2. Any air stuff, including tower, number 1. So tower, approach, center, all those frequencies, radio number 1.
ATIS and ground?
ATIS and ground radio number 2. That just keeps it nice and simple.
Sure.
Because that way, without thinking about it, en route, you're talking with approach, you can monitor whatever ATIS you want on number 2.
Gotcha.
Dark, any chance we could request a tech route back to Corona?
Delta 53 Sierra, affirmative. What is your equipment suffix?
172/golf.
Back 53 Sierra, roger. I'll have it for you when you get to the
Okay,
ramp area.
so AWAS over
Thank you
there,
very much, appreciate it.
118.375. And then, since it's uncontrolled, just 123.0, so we'll leave that for here, you said.
Correct.
So, let me just write a note.
That's the CTAF frequency.
So, okay,
So when it comes to route and stuff,
right.
What are we doing? What do you have your route?
As far as what?
From here to Hemet?
No, not yet.
So how are you going to get a route in there?
So what I was going to do was pair a device. I'm going to do that.
You're looking for GTX 345 8B8C.
This thing's on fire. There it is.
So there it is.
Okay. So close and then
Go to flight plan.
notice, understand. So then where's it at? Oh, right here.
Hit that arrow. It should show up there, but are you connected to the Bluetooth? Manage paired devices. That's you?
Yeah.
This is 305 at 3 share clearance available. Advise ready to copy.
Share file?
No, it should be like a Bluetooth button.
Ready to copy.
This is 305 3 share clearance to Corona Airport. On departure, turn left heading 120. Radar vectors to Seal Beach, Victor 8,
Not showing up.
Paradise Direct.
It should show up there.
2000.
Here, get out of the Wi-Fi, the for flight app.
Departure.
Toss it.
But it won't save it, right?
It'll save it. Toss it. And go back into it.
Squawk 473.
See if it shows up. Huh. Okay, well, you have your iPad in front of you. Let's go ahead and just do it direct from here to Hemet. KHMT. KHMT. Perfect. Good. And we said,
excuse me.
We said you have water?
Yeah.
And we said anytime you touch.
Left turn to 120.
We said anytime you touch the route, we also touch what?
Paradise Direct. Main 2000. Expect 5000. 10 minutes after departure. 125.35.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was that?
We said every time we fiddle with the route, we also fiddle with the.
Thank you.
I don't remember. What do you mean?
Anytime we fiddle with our route, we also fiddle with our.
Oh, you mean check everything? Is that what, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fiddle with our what?
Yep.
Altitude, right?
Yep.
Because in an airplane, route is made up of, it's 3D.
Okay.
This is not when we check the stuff. I'm just trying to get you to do the altitude anytime you touch the route.
Yep.
It's a habit. You finish with the route, your hand goes here and gets how high we're going to fly.
Gotcha.
Easy?
Yep.
Good. Good. So that's good there.
Okay. So we have navigations radios. Cabin ED presses on apply. Brakes hold. Okay.
Good work. Back to both. You don't have to wait to be so precise. All you're looking to see is that there's no it doesn't completely shut off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Back to both. We're within 150 and 75 of each other.
Gotcha.
Good.
Manage voltage. Everything's good.
Go all the way to idle. Keep it there for 5 seconds. Well, don't touch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The engine didn't quit. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That's what we're looking for.
Good.
Good.
8494 Lima is 8 miles northeast of airport. Await information Papa and down.
It's 849 for Lima, Fullerton Tower, entering right base, runway 24.
Right base for 24 and 94 Lima.
Controls, instruments.
Beautiful.
Trim set, autopilot disconnected. Okay, pre-flight, or run-up is complete.
Solid. Now, when it comes to the takeoff briefing,
Yes.
again, we think of it in terms of safety, this, that. Pretty much what I want you to do is just give me the story
Yeah.
of what's going to take place in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, so, we're going to depart, left turn 120, and for the most part, direct Hemet. And then in case of any kind of an emergency, below rotation speed of 73 knots, we're going to use runway, 0 power, and brakes if needed, but we're going to use as much available runway as possible, all the way to the end. If it's anything after 73, again, we're going to touch the plane down, use what available runway we have. Brakes as needed, cut power. If it's an event after takeoff, we're going to fly straight and look for the best possible place to land in front of us. Anything that's above CAPS altitude, CAPS is the last resort, but if we have enough speed and area, we will try to turn around and land the plane to the safest spot possible. That's it.
Cool. 2 more things you should do on the screen. How do you think this
This is
distance is?
Yeah.
Good. Just something that'll give you good situational awareness. And the other thing we should do, good. Solid.
Transition to the Disney TFR full stop.
Good work.
Track 1 forward to entire medevac, transition approved, full start number 2988. And if you would, get your code here, 0213. Okay, 0213 for Chalk 1 approved for the 5 transition. Chalk 1.
Good work.
Fullerton Tower, Sirius 747 Sierra Delta, holding short of runway 24, ready.
Fullerton Tower. What's the straight line distance from here to Hammett?
48 point.
Could we log it as a cross country? Nope. What's cross country? More than
50.
Good. Makes sense. If we flew there and did a low approach and came back here. Sorry, if we flew to New York. Oh, good.
Yeah, Fullerton Tower, Sirius 747 Sierra Delta, holding short runway 24, ready.
Sirius 7 Sierra Delta, wind 240 at 6, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, 7 Sierra Delta.
This is Niner 4 Lima, number 1, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, 9 for Lima.
Take her away into the sky. Show me a soft field takeoff.
Soft field?
Uh-huh. What should the yoke look like? Good.
Alright, engine instruments are in the green, airspeed is alive. Had a little bit of a wheelie.
More gentle. Everything is good, just a lot gentler with more finesse. Okay, the movement should be about 1/4 of the size that your movements were. But everything was good. The movements are great. Good stuff.
Sirius 7 Sierra Delta, as soon as you can, start the left turn heading 120 for traffic.
Left turn, 120 for traffic. 7 Sierra Delta.
A little less steep. Way less steep, Jimmy.
And Chalk, when that traffic will be no fact now, he's turning southeast about 12 o'clock, 2 miles, climbing out of 600 feet. Okay, roger, sir. Chalk 1. So that's the Sirius 7 Sierra Delta. Contact SoCal Park, have a great flight.
Okay, over to SoCal, 7 Sierra Delta, thank you.
101 on the speed.
22 Flying Golf, we have information pop-up.
Track 663, SoCal approach, plug 0232.
0230, clear track 663.
03, approach 0232, 0232.
What should we put our heading bug on?
Clear track 663.
Alright, let's do it.
SoCal approach, Sirius 747 Sierra Deltas, climbing through 1,100 for 5,500, 120 heading.
Number 747 Sierra Delta, SoCal approach, IDEN, resume on navigation, the SR climb is approved.
Okay, IDEN and ONAV for 7 Sierra Delta.
Good. Let's put the heading bug on 120.
On 120?
Yep, no autopilot.
Number 7 Sierra Delta, you're right at contact to the east of the Fullerton Airport, also at 2989er.
2989er, position check, 7 Sierra Delta.
Check 663, you're right at contact west, Queen Mary, turn left direct, Steel Beach 1 Able, advice procedure, turn inbound.
Good. When should we have plugged the 120 on there?
Before takeoff.
Good job. Good, solid work. Good. Now he said ONAV, what does that mean?
That means we can...
Good, so what would you do right now to draw a pink line between us and heaven?
I can do direct, or I can...
Yeah, that's pretty much the only best thing you want to do. Good, direct activate. That's it. And now you track that green needle. See it?
Yep.
Solid work. Good work.
3.5 miles. The next controller is talking to him at 2,500. Contact approach 127.2. Looking 27.4.
Good stuff.
SoCal, Chalk 1 is checking.
Now we're high enough, you can do whatever you want with the speed.
Full stop, Chalk Hospital. Number 7 Sierra Delta, contact approach 121.3.
121.3, 7 Sierra Delta.
Chalk 1, SoCal approach, how you doing? Proceed as requested.
340, descend and maintain 5,200, American 2523.
Southwest 1015, follow
Let's center
citation,
the heading
clear visual
mode.
approach 20 right there, slowing back to approach speed.
Follow citation, cleared visual approach 20.
Show me a centered needle.
And number 784, Romeo Juliet, contact approach 125.5.
Is that the direction we should go in?
Good day, Romeo Juliet.
Number 1321 Tango, contact approach
Where's the needle?
7.2.
Talking about
7.2.
Is the needle to our right or left?
left.
Good.
Citation 5 Juliet Sierra, I'm going to change this plan. It's a little too tight for me. 5
He's
Juliet
busy.
Sierra, turn right turn heading 270. I'm just going to box you around quickly.
All right, we're down to 120, if that helps.
Yeah, but now everybody else is getting delayed. Turn right heading 270, 5 Juliet Sierra.
All right, 270, November 745, Juliet Sierra.
Southwest 1015, airport 12 o'clock, 10 mile, I'm pulling the citation out.
Insight, no, still have the citation, Southwest 1015.
Southwest 1015, just clear visual approach 20 right, you're not following
He is a
them anymore.
busy man.
Copy, cleared visual 20 right, Southwest 1015.
There's 7 Sierra Delta, turn right heading 180 for traffic.
180, 7 Sierra Delta.
Citation 5 Juliet Sierra, 5
put
Juliet
180.
Sierra, continue right turn heading 360.
360, 745.
Always, Jimmy.
American 2523, turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3000.
That's what that's there for.
Descend and maintain 3,000, American 2523.
Southwest 1015, contact John Wayne Tower, 126.8.
268, Southwest 1015, great day.
Citation 5 Juliet Sierra, traffic's off your left wing, is Cirrus at...
And leave the level off so we don't blow through the 180.
They're going to stay there.
Roger, looking for traffic, 745, Juliet Sierra.
American 2523, left turn heading 190, airport to be 12 o'clock, 15 miles.
Left heading 190, airport inside, American 2523.
American 2523, clear visual approach 20 right.
Clear visual approach, turn right 20 right, American 2523.
Good
There's
work.
7 Sierra Delta, resume on navigation, John Wayne altimeter 299er, correction 299er, 89er.
Okay, ONAV and 2989er for 7 Sierra Delta.
Citation 5
What do we
Juliet
need to do with
Sierra,
the-
flighting 020 out of your turn, there'll be an
Solid.
American
That's it.
737 at 1 o'clock
Now
and
turn
4
left.
miles straight in.
Does that make sense? Good work.
American 2523, as you turn towards the airport,
I want you to have
citation will
no
be 1 o'clock,
hesitation
4
as to
miles
what
on
to
the vector
press
stay off your
when.
right wing.
Anytime you're given a heading, you plug it in there. Easy?
Yep.
Good.
Southwest 110, 6300.
That was 110, SoCal approach, flighting 250, vector across the final for sequence.
All right, 250 heading across the final, Southwest 110.
Citation 5 Juliet
Now, by
Sierra,
the time
American
you
is 1
complete the
o'clock and
turn,
2.5
the
miles.
needle will fall off to our left because we're not fast enough. So guess what you could do right now?
Citation 5 Juliet Sierra, follow the 737.
Redraw the pink line.
crossway turbo,
Do what?
proceed straight to
Redraw
the
the pink line.
All right, we'll follow him,
When?
745, Juliet.
Right now.
Right now.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, contact approach 124.1, good day.
124.1, 7 Sierra Delta, good day.
Southwest 110, descend and maintain 5,000, again vector speed to signal peak.
Approach QSS 68 Kilo Lima 4,300 to 6,000.
Russian.
68 Kilo Lima, SoCal, thank you, 200, 29er, 89er.
987 68 Kilo Lima.
SoCal approach, Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, climbing through 4,900 for 5,500.
November 747 Sierra Delta, SoCal, Roger, altimeter 29er, 89er.
29er, 89er, 7 Sierra Delta. Yeah, that didn't last long.
Yeah.
There's 7 Sierra Delta, what is your route of flight for Hammett?
Direct Hammett right now.
Direct Hammett.
Thank you.
Is the needle to a right or left?
We need to go to the right.
Good. Should you wait for me to say something, or should you do it even without me saying something?
Well, we both know the answer.
Maybe you think that you should wait for me. In that case, I want to figure it out, and I want to make sure we're on the same page. I mean, we're looking at the same screen. I don't have a hidden something on my side.
SoCal American 2089, 8,000 with...
Be your own Yole.
American 2089, SoCal, Roger, thank you, reduce speed to 190 and then maintain 6,300.
Slow to 190, then descend to 6,300, American 2089.
So looking out the window, we got mountains in front of us, the whole thing. 5.5 looks pretty good. That's kind of the closest I'd get to it.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Good.
we're going to have to be a little to the left.
Yeah, this is fun. You could do, here's the thing, you could either go to the right to the needle, or you could do what?
I could stay right here.
Or you could do direct activate.
Yeah.
But I want the needle centered, regardless. I don't want to ever fly off course. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good.
Southwest 443, contact SoCal 125.35.
2535, Southwest 443.
American 2089, I forget if I asked you. Reduce speed to 190 and then maintain 6,000.
Good, center needle at 5,500 feet.
Descending to 6,300, American 2089.
All right, thanks.
Did you lean? Did you do your cruise checklist?
I did. No, I just leaned a little bit. I could do.
And while you do this, eyes constantly back and forth because you see we're climbing.
Yep.
The only way to do this while hand flying is back and forth quickly. Is the needle to our right or left?
Good day, American 29.
Good. Constantly look at everything. Not too much. That's good. Good. The trick to hand flying is constantly going back and forth a million times a minute.
No, it's definitely something I need a lot more to do.
It's just part of it. That's how people used to fly instrument and brief instrument approaches while flying without autopilots.
Right.
Okay, speed down to 170.
Back and forth.
2535, we'll say Mach C6253.
November 20 Juliet, resume on that.
Resume on left 20 Juliet.
Good, and once you're done with the screen, we'll go back to map.
Yep.
How's our needle looking, Jimmy? A lot to look at.
Yep.
If what you did isn't enough, guess what we need to do?
Direct.
No.
What?
More.
More.
Right. You could keep doing direct all day long, but I want to teach you how to track a needle.
Right.
So if the correction you made is not enough, guess what we need to do? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Just like anything else in life.
Delta, contact SoCal 134.0, yeah.
134.0, 70 Delta.
One Tango Whiskey SoCal approach on trail number 2909.
Nice job on the altitude. Show me a centered needle.
To go 250 or less. One Tango Whiskey. Okay, you can pick it back up. You're fine on the descent. Maintain, I'd say 270 or greater if you can.
Okay, so we'll accelerate.
What's your wind doing? Look at the wind.
Our best is 270.
Exactly. So we need to fight not only being off to the right of it, but also the crosswind.
And SoCal approach 7470 Delta is at 5,500.
7470 Delta SoCal approach on trail number 2992. Remain cleared of the Elsinore and Paris jump zones. They're both active.
2992 and we'll stay clear of the active areas. I don't know what the active areas are. So.
That's a good point. So in real life, we would look at ForeFlight and it shows it to us. So let's go ahead and safely transition to autopilot. But before you press any buttons, I want you to use your mouth and teach me how you're going to do that.
I'm gonna
walk me through it. Give me a class.
I just squared the bug. So
bug? Are we tracking a heading?
Well, yeah, the needle.
So which one is it?
So I just do GPS.
Don't press anything. Just tell me.
GPS.
Okay.
GPS.
So that takes care of our course.
Right. And indicated altitude.
Are we above or below our altitude? Don't press anything. Are we above or below our altitude?
VS.
Good. Easy?
Yep.
I want you to always know, are we tracking a heading or are we tracking a course? And then you make sure that what? The scoreboard is showing you what you want it to do before you let go of the yoke with your hand. So what do you want the scoreboard to show?
Maintain 6,000 expedite.
Oh, launch show 5,500.
Expedite, 304. Moonshine 5 SoCal, if you're on trail number 2992.
92 Moonshine 5.
Moonshine 5, squawk 4755.
What do you want your scoreboard to show right now?
55 Moonshine 5.
Hold on a second.
Moonshine 5 radar contact just on the west side of the lake, 4600, port 2 prior.
When I say scoreboard, do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Scoreboard is that green on top.
Right. AP, GPS, and altitude.
So you knew that scoreboard?
Yeah.
What do you want it to read right now?
What it's reading.
Paris 3 SoCal.
What is it reading?
Reading autopilot, we're on GPS, and it's holding its altitude.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. The plane flies based on what's your scoreboard, not based on the buttons you pressed.
Right.
Why do you think that is?
First 3 radar contact.
Because the buttons could be...
Yeah,
300.
these are just lights, and I can't even see them.
Exactly. And what if you didn't press it hard enough?
Right.
Right? It wouldn't catch it.
Right.
So the scoreboard and interpreting your scoreboard is more important than pressing the right buttons.
7 Sierra Delta, March approach 133.5.
Was that 133.5 for 7 Sierra Delta?
7 Sierra Delta, affirmative.
33.5, 7 Sierra Delta, thanks.
Boom.
Helicopter 81 Alpha Mike departing 2,800, maintain 5,000.
A March approach. March Air Force Base.
And remain east of the Highway 215 at all times. Helicopter 81 Alpha Mike will remain east of Highway 215 at all times. 81 Alpha Mike.
And March approach, 0747 Sierra Delta, 5,500.
Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, March approach, good afternoon. Altimeter 29905, verify you going to Hemet.
29995, good afternoon, and yes, we are going to Hemet.
And Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, arrived, the Parish jump zone is active, verify you are familiar.
What would you do in real life if I weren't
Unfamiliar.
here? Go ahead.
7 Sierra Delta is unfamiliar.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, roger. Are you familiar with Canyon Lake?
Yes, 7 Sierra Delta.
Roger. If you make your transition over to Canyon Lake to Hemet, that'll keep you to the south of the Parish jump zone.
So direct to Canyon Lake?
Verify, I don't know.
Okay, so you want direct Canyon Lake?
Yeah, just keeping you south of the jump zone will give you, if you go over Canyon Lake, that'll keep you south of the jump zone. If you'd like vectors, I can give you that here in about 5 miles.
Sure, I'll take the vectors.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, you're going to have traffic at your 11 o'clock for 3 miles, turning southeastbound. A view for our target indicating 4,800. Appears to be moving northbound now, unverified.
7 Sierra Delta's looking.
Good. I think vectors would be the smartest thing if you're unfamiliar.
So
Which one's Canyon Lake, do you know?
So Canyon Lake, I need my iPad for that.
So if you don't know what Canyon Lake is,
7 Sierra Delta,
was that a good idea to say?
090, that'll keep you south of the jump zone.
090, 7 Sierra Delta.
Almost are on what we're doing. There we go. Solid, you hit heading. Good work.
And I'm going to slow
Good.
down a little bit.
Good. We're falling way behind the airplane.
Yeah.
Solid. In a situation like that, asking for vectors off the bat would be your smartest thing if you don't know what Canyon Lake is.
Right.
There's a bunch of lakes.
Yeah.
Is it that?
Right.
Is it that? Is it that?
Right.
Right. Is it that?
Right.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So don't be afraid to say, unfamiliar, is our vectors possible?
Right.
Right? Good work. Learning is occurring. Good. So you see how easy it is to fall behind this airplane?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
especially when we're trying to take it all in.
right.
Good. Solid work. So what are some stuff that we could get going on?
So we have our frequencies in.
Good. Is this a good time to lift?
Weather, wind 260 at 4. Visibility 10, clear. Below 12,000. Temperature missing. Dew point missing. Altimeter 29er 4. Density altitude missing.
Yeah. So it's pretty cut and dry.
Good. So we're landing on what runway?
Runway 23.
Are you done with the ATIS?
19er 1.
So let's take it away. Good. What runway are we landing on?
23.
Good. So what's the wind?
The wind's 260.
Is that a right or left crosswind?
That's going to be from the right.
Good. So it'll be a right crosswind.
Right crosswind.
Solid. Just a little bit, right? 260 at 4. Absolutely solid. There's Hemet, right? We're showing up straight to it.
3,800, 3 miles.
Once we're clear of the jump zone, which will be about, once you pass this freeway here, we'll go ahead and turn a little bit to the left, just so we can come from the north and execute what we talked about on the whiteboard, okay, that overflying the field. Good. You can increase power to 65%. By the way, what I find on this airplane, 65% power is good when you're flying in this area from point to point. It's less sluggish, but it's also, you're not zipping it at 70-75% power, you know, at 150, 60 knots. So, good stuff. What did we just learn before? When you're in an area and you're unfamiliar, two things we learned. One, don't be shy and afraid to say, I'm unfamiliar. Guess what? That makes you human. We don't know everything, right?
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to flight planning, when it comes to being more on top of things as time goes on, of course we want to know if there's a jump zone along our route, right? There's really no excuse to not know that.
Right.
But let's assume you ended up in a situation where you're unfamiliar, which will happen 25,000 times in your life. A, tell them you're unfamiliar. You know how many pilots would be asked, hey, are you familiar? And because they're shy or embarrassed, they'll say, oh yeah, of course I'm familiar. I know everything. Tell them you're unfamiliar. Secondly, don't try and sound cool. I know Canyon Lake, I this, I that. Can I please get vectors, sir? Boom, he'll give you vectors.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. And
Good work.
Tango, maintain VFR below 5,000 for now.
Below 5,000 VFR, 2 Bob Tango.
So when do we want to start? You want to start
Once we're,
after?
yeah, once you're past that, yeah. Let me know when you actually see the airport out the window.
So it's going to be straight out, just a hair to the left, and
Actually, you know what?
Tango, that traffic's going to
Get on with the controller and say,
1 mile indicating 5,500.
get on with the controller and say, 7 Sierra Delta is turning to a heading of 060.
tell them or request it?
Tell him.
And before I do it, I tell him, right?
Yes, right now tell him. If he says Roger, we'll do it.
Contact SoCal 134.0. Have a good day.
Over to 134.0, thank you. Good day.
And approach Sirius 747 Sierra Delta is going to turn to a heading of 060.
And Sirius 7 Sierra Delta, affirmative. Forward Hammond inside.
Tell him inside.
Inside, 7 Sierra Delta, thank you.
Good, 060. Good.
Okay.
Tell me when you have the airport in sight. Look out the window.
That's it right there.
Good. You got the airport?
Yep.
Are we too high or too low compared to
We're
it?
too high.
Good. So let's go ahead and reduce power. Actually, let's first enter the descent. And we said we're going to overfly the field at what altitude?
You said you're level
3,500.
35 or
No,
3,000?
3,000.
Good.
5,000 descending
4,000. Go to 15% power.
15?
1.5.
To March 64 Yankee.
Should I turn even more?
Yes. Give me a 040.
040.
Perfect.
70 Delta VFR descent is approved.
And get on with approach and ask for a frequency change.
Okay. Okay, descent is approved. And can I get a frequency change?
70 Delta, Roger, radar service our terminus, clock VFR, change approved, good day.
Thank you, 7 Sierra Delta, good day.
Good.
Okay, and no.
Where did we say we'll put our CTAF frequency?
It's 23.0.
Good. Good. And we're descending to 3,000. This looks good because by the time we square it out, we'll be 3,000 feet over the field. Let's zoom in a little bit on the screen here. Good. You see how on a descent 15% power is even faster than 100 knots? It's good.
Yeah.
But just showing you the power to speed ratio in this airplane.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
There's Cessna 150s doing the same thing around you, and you're twice their speed.
Yeah.
So just something to think about. There's beautiful habit. Could you visualize in your head what we talked about on the whiteboard?
Yes.
Perfect, good.
Hammond traffic, White Sirius is 3 miles north of the field.
We'll overfly the field.
We'll overfly the field
at 3,000 feet for a left downwind, runway 23.
Runway 23.
Hammond.
Yeah.
Good. Disconnect autopilot. Good. Did you disconnect the whole scoreboard in autopilot? Look at your scoreboard. Do you see a flight? Good, we don't want that. So 3,000 feet over the field. I could feel we're going to bust 3,000, but surprise me.
We're going to bust 3,000?
We're way too fast. Show me 3,000. You want to go to the middle of the airport there.
We're not middle? We're
middle, yep. Go straight. Good. 3,000 feet. Go more to the left. You want to be in the center of that runway. Good. Show me 3,000 feet. And let's make a call. Tell them we're over the field, 3,000 feet.
And Hammond traffic, White Sirius is midfield 3000, going to enter into a 45 left downwind for runway 23, Hammond traffic.
Good. You could say midfield, but you could say it's better to say 3,000 feet overflying the field.
Overflying the field.
Let's go one to the right. I just had you come left to be in the middle of the runways.
And we were doing...
So come to the right.
Okay.
3,000 feet. Where did the 3,000 feet go away, Jimmy? There's a lot to look at, right?
Yep.
See how easy it is to lose altitude?
Yep.
Good. Keep going straight here now for a little bit. Now we cleared the downwind. Remember that?
Right.
Good.
And then we're going to do...
And then left or right teardrop?
Oh, no, we're doing a right.
Good. Reduce power. We want to be 100 knots.
Well, do you want me to climb or no?
No, it's fine, but I just want you to keep in mind 3,000 feet is 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Now let's do the teardrop, right?
Okay.
Reduce power. Show me 100 knots. Nice and controlled. Now I want to see not a hair under 2,500 feet, which is TPA, until a beam our touchdown point, okay?
Okay.
Think you can do it?
I'll try.
Okay. It's just like the whiteboard, right?
Yeah.
Exactly like we drew it out. And now this nicely joins us on a 45. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Beautiful. We don't hear, we don't see anyone, but we still make our calls. Hand on the throttle. Good. And what call could we make here?
That we're going to enter.
We're entering on a 45. Good. Go ahead.
And Hammond traffic, White Sirius is entering into a 45, left downwind for runway 23, Hammond.
We said not a hair under what?
25.
Good. Make that as if your life depends on it, Jimmy.
Yep.
Southwest. 4 full stops, runway 24, turning left.
What did we say?
2,500.
Show me 25.
Okay.
You might need power. Show me 25. And let's make a call.
And Hammond traffic, White Sirius is on the left downwind for runway 23, Hammond.
Here's how much power you need to get back to 25. You got to tell the airplane what you want it to do, otherwise it won't do it. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
When I say 25, that's what I want to see.
So it's just a lack of power on my...
Correct.
Gotcha.
Your airplane?
My airplane.
Good. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Don't be timid with the airplane. And you can anticipate the plane, it's hot out, so the plane will drop, right, faster than it would otherwise. So take that into account. Maybe you could turn sooner.
Yep.
With less power. Good.
And Hammond traffic, White Sirius turning left base for runway 23, Hammond traffic.
Phenomenal call. Phenomenal call.
And we're going to turn final 2.
I would reduce your power. First get on glide path if you need power.
Okay.
Use it. Take all the power out. All the power out. Good, because we're high.
Right.
Fix that. Once you fix that,
500.
You could add a little bit more power. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good.
And Hammond traffic, White Sirius is on short final for runway 23, Hammond traffic.
Good. Get up back on glide path using gravity. You're adding power. We're still high. You see the disconnect? We need to come down with gravity. Take all the power out. Good. Hand on the throttle. Good. Now that you're back on glide path, you could add a little power. Does that make sense? Keep the power in there. It's hot out. Good. Take your time. Oh, Jimmy. Yoke all the way back. Jimmy, that was textbook. Amazing, dude. Amazing. Jimmy, amazing. It was so good you forgot how to talk.
I forgot how to talk.